It's really great to be here and to discuss MTD because it's a really important part of what I'm doing as Exchequer Secretary to the Treasury and also as Chair of the HMRC board. When we came into office last July, we inherited plans around making tax digital, and I wanted to make sure as a new minister and as the new chair of HMRC that by putting our backing behind them as a government that we were confident that they were going to deliver on time and to the schedule that was laid out. And I think for me a really crucial part of having confidence in the timeline that we set out was not only about what we can do internally at HMRC to deliver to those timelines, but crucially what the wider tax and software community can do to help us get there. And that's a point which I can't underline enough, in that it has to be a shared endeavour that we achieve together. I think if we all work together, we can all make it succeed.
The sign-up process was really smooth. In terms of switching that on with FreeAgent as well, the guidance that was provided there was really smooth. So far so good. There are a few things that we're a bit unsure on. Obviously we've only got a small amount of clients on that at the minute. We're unsure how that's going to play out when it's a bulk amount of clients. So currently there's 13 steps on HMRC to sign up to MTD. That's okay when you've got 5 people on a pilot. When you've got 500, how do you do them 13 steps within a working day?
We're going to be publishing an online web form that will allow practices to show how many people they're going to onboard and if they need extra help and support. So we recognise that because we're asking you to sign up, there's a big job there, there's more we can do. But you're absolutely right, if you're a big practice, that's why you need to plan in mandation well ahead of time.
There's a bit of fatigue with clients, I think, where it's been delayed. And I think, if we're being honest, I feel like it's the accountants that have had to take accountability when it went wrong with the clients, not HMRC. So we were told this is happening, we've pushed the clients, that this is coming in, we want this to work for you. And then suddenly it's delayed and it's like, oh, you've messed us about. It's like, we're trying to help you and we're trying to help HMRC. So I feel we're taking on the burden when I'm not sure we should be.
We're writing to every customer, we'll continue to do that. We've got 4.5 million reach through other government agencies. We are doing more webinars than I think is probably held on record. Software's doing more webinars. We're generally speaking to thousands and thousands of people.
For me, it's about a behaviour change management piece around our clients. So educate our clients, change their behaviours, understand our processes, how we're going to resource and deliver this. And then scenario plan the different types of client that are going to fall into MTD.
MTD comes at just the right time when I think a lot of businesses are already starting to make really big changes in the digitalisation of how they operate. This is actually about 4 simple updates, click and send, automated submissions, data collected on a sort of day-to-day basis, so that crucially individual taxpayers and businesses can spend more time on growing the economy, on creating jobs. I think once you start to explain to people the benefits that this brings, it really helps to make the case for why it makes businesses, puts them in a better position.
The strength of the software here isn't in what buttons do you click to file the quarterly updates, it's in nailing that daily admin, and that's kind of what I'm going to focus on and why FreeAgent is so powerful. On day 1, 65% of your transactions, the first day that you join us and click that feed, are automatically categorised for you, and that's to about 95% accuracy. And we look at all the other FreeAgent users and look at all their ledgers and what they've filed, then look at your data coming in and say, we think it's this, that and the other. And so that takes away a huge amount of burden on that first getting into FreeAgent and that onboarding. And that nailing of admin is so much time saved for these smaller businesses.
I think it's now thinking about how can we improve that process and make it as slick and as efficient as possible, and also allow accountants to complete work in bulk wherever possible.
The key selling point is the simplicity. Because if they get in a habit of doing 5 minutes every week at the end of the year, it will help them massively.
I'm confident we're absolutely moving in the right direction, and I'm confident the industry, that we've got their confidence, not just in the accountancy industry, but now also in the software industry.
It's not a scary thing. Once you're prepared and you are organised, everything else will run smoothly with the right software and accounting support.
The opportunity really is to get people, hopefully everybody, but certainly most people onto the digital tools, which are just going to make your lives easier as accountants and their lives ultimately easier, because it opens the doors for things like easier payments and getting paid faster, managing their cash flow. So I think the long-term benefits of this go beyond merely just the reporting and collection of taxes to just more broadly sort of making people better in business.